Welcome, I'll be reacting to Outlander, Season 7, Episode 8. This is the end of the first part. We're gonna be in a bit of a break now, and I'll see you back with Outlander, I think early 2024. On Patreon, we're about to start Men in Kilts Season 2, which I'm super excited about. After these on regular YouTube, we will be starting Penny Dreadful. And everyone who's been patient over on Patreon, while we've been recording all these Outlander, we will be getting back to Penny Dreadful Season 2. I really want to find out what happens. We left it off at a very dramatic moment. This is a commentary. It is not a market substitute. Please support the original on Stars. And no spoilers in the comments. I'll send Rollo after you. Come on, Jamie, wake up!
Cut his throat. The treasoner. I'm taking this one.
This one is my husband. Oh, hold off, Mum. I'll take care of him. Don't!
Come on, Claire.
I will kill you.
And she will too.
Try me.
Oh, what a way to open the episode. Claire, you're awesome. I love you.
You're a rifleman. You're supposed to be fighting from a distance, not hand-to-hand bloody... Oh, you vainglorious, pig-headed, grandstanding Scot.
Oh, Claire.
Grandstanding.
This is so Claire. I hope I find someone someday who loves me like Claire does. Oh. This kind of feels like Season 1, though. I like it.
At least he came back. You must have caught it near the
Ow.
hilt.
Oh.
Otherwise it would have split your hand in two.
Targe would have come in handy. Poor Jamie, knowing William's out there somewhere and he might be lying in the fields.
Think of those that you've saved. That number has increased today as well.
Perhaps.
Claire.
I do not doubt our course, but
I've asked myself that question many times. But yes, I believe it will be.
This is where Claire can do a lot of good, because she's not just guessing or extrapolating. Being from the future, knowing that she thinks it's worth it, she can help people like this who are struggling and just be so confident and be like, yes, it will be. Having a time traveler who's also a healer in situations like this, I think is so powerful. And that's why the story has been compelling from the beginning. But especially in moments like this. I have that exact candle holder from Townsend's. And candles that look exactly like that. That I use every night, as a matter of fact.
Johnson's company was behind us in the fight. If the charge had gone through, he'd have surely lost the company, he said.
So you saved them?
Oh, Jamie.
Destroy the city for the sake of 50 just men.
And did he?
So he argues the Lord down from 50 to 40, 20.
I always liked this story.
10 would be worth a finger, Sasnick. Even one.
I feel like Roger is going to go and Brianna needs to stay here.
I can't work out why. Why would he do this?
It's the gold. You said someone got into the letters, so I looked and...
Oh no, I hadn't thought of that.
And so is one of the letters. It's the one about the Spaniard's gold.
And Jim knows where it is. He and Grandpa are gonna go.
If you're right, Rob will be headed to Inverness for a ship to America. I have to go tonight. Now.
I just got to the part in the book where it was describing Roger trying to go after Brianna, and it was terrifying. They did not bring it up in the show. Like, the first time he tried it, he was almost burned to death. The only reason he survived was Fiona was doing magic to protect him, and he had the gems also to protect him. And then he like found Gailey's journal, and apparently there were all these like dead bodies found at the stones who had failed. And her theory was it was the wrong time of year, not close enough to one of the feasts. So I'm wondering which one it is. And Roger would know all this. He'd know how dangerous it is, and that makes this so much more heroic as well. If like he knows if he gets one thing wrong when he goes through. Yeah. The show kind of makes it feel like you're getting in an elevator or something and it's not that hard. The books are different. Like, yikes. The thing he has going in his favor is that he is a father and his son is in danger, and he's going to walk into those stones with like sharp clarity of purpose. No, oh, I'm thinking of something else. No, he's going to be walking straight in like, I need to save my child. I think that will keep him safe, even if it's not a feast day.
He won't hurt Jem. He needs him.
I'm coming with you. It's my time.
And technically his family.
An antique store in town. Figured you might need it someday.
Good planning, Brianna. Oh, nice job, Claire.
Very good for just 2 weeks, even if I say so myself. Younger than I am, if anyone's counting.
Aww.
For goodness sake, my goose grease. I was supposed to give it to Denzel. He's a patient with an injured retina. Could you take it to Denzel after? Or to sister?
Rachel. I like that Claire has already figured it out. Ah, finally.
He must know better.
Mokri. Gonolumqua.
He's not.
Worried about whether you might die because of it.
Die because of it.
I appreciate how honest he was there. And she needs time to kind of sort out her own feelings and everything. I like the pumpkins right there. As I recall, it wasn't quite Halloween. It was like early October. But I like the little set decoration there.
I'm told you possess a stock of cinchona bark. I'd hoped you might be induced to make a trade.
She needs laudanum.
It's as well to know one's limits.
That the admission of such limits might in fact prevent one from accomplishing all that is possible. Because one assumes something is not possible.
I like him.
Well, I've heard it said that a man's reach must exceed his grasp, or what's a heaven for? Poet. I believe.
That's right, though, can't seem to recall his name.
Major General Benedict Arnold. Your servant.
Oh no. Oh my. Oh my. Oh. He's an interestingly complex figure. In this particular time, he was still a revolutionary hero and a fairly good person. I'm curious now if they're going to show some of the interesting events that led to his defection later. I feel like Outlander is going to not paint him as a total villain, but really show the nuances and gray areas of who he is. It'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Well, Claire.
Oh, they're showing the leg injury too.
I might.
Uh-oh, Claire's just like... Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Claire now has the moral problem of, do I report him? I mean, he hasn't done anything yet, technically.
How could I be in love with such a man?
If they were not, I do not think they would be asking me to pray. I have been put out of meeting, Sissy. Thee has not. But to marry such a man as Ian Murray.
I thought they both were... Oh, what a choice for her. Like, her whole life. Her religion. Or love.
He'll start making overtures to the British. 200 years from now, if somebody betrays you, you call them a Benedict Arnold. It's all he'll ever be remembered for. And we win. And if he doesn't...
We don't know. All right, Claire. I can see your logic there. He's about to injure his leg again. A few more things happen. And he runs out of money, I think. And then he started selling some secrets to start. And then he ended up in West Point, I think. And that's when, like, his major betrayal happened. I could be wrong. I don't know. I haven't studied American history in a while.
Saw it too.
So what?
Like Jamie.
The British Army did that. One of their own, mind you.
I think you can sense in me a kindred spirit.
Well, we haven't talked about this in a while. Here we go. And Jamie can't reload too quickly right now with his hands. So much for 3 shots a minute in any weather. It's one thing to hypothetically have family on the other side of the war. It's another to like have them right there. Will! Oh no, poor Jamie. He has 2 family members right there now. Oof. Cool. I like that Jamie's in his kilt right now too. Whoa. Ooh. Oh. 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 Oh, okay. I mean, not for him, but like, at least it's not Will. I think the British surrender eventually. Oh, right. The leg got re-injured. It's interesting that they showed the horse going by with the boot because there's a monument to Benedict Arnold with the leg and the boot because of this moment here, I think. And I believe that was probably deliberate by the director here to have that little moment with the horse going by. Yes, the boot monument, Saratoga National Historical Park. Let me find a picture. Here it is. So that little scene with the horse riding by and there's the boot and him behind it with the leg injury, I think is a reference to this. Kind of remembering, even though he's known for his betrayal later, he also was a hero.
And he will leave me out of it as he has always done. Am I wrong to begrudge him this offense?
Oh dear. So awkward for Claire right now.
Under a flag of truce, you are requested in the British camp, sir. General Simon Fraser has learned of your presence and wishes to see you.
Oh my. Well, I guess if you're far from home and dying, you'll take whatever family you can get.
Jado Hor. Running after the older boys with shinty sticks taller than ourselves.
I have kin with me now,
Oh.
and I am content.
William.
Where's your hat, Elsmere?
Apologies, sir. Some rebel whoreson shot it off my head.
Good God, man.
I know this is small, but I appreciate the fact they brought out he didn't have a hat, because those of us who watch a lot of Richard Sharp, he rarely has his hat, and it's like an ongoing joke with fans, like, oh look, Sharp lost his hat again. And so many of these historical shows, the main characters don't have hats, and it's so weird. Now, Claire, it makes sense. She's from the future, she's not used to wearing them, she realizes it's not usually done, but she's just like, whatever, deal with it. So that makes sense. The fact that William walked out here as a main character, and the audience is kind of used to that in a way, but also we're somewhat judgy about it, like, oh look, another historical inaccuracy. The fact that he got called out on it and was like, where's your hat? He's like speaking for the whole audience here. And I know it was a tiny exchange of William explaining, yeah, it was shot off my head, la la la. I am so proud of Outlander for putting that in, because even though, yes, if you just looked at a scene, you're like, oh, the characters aren't wearing hats, shocking. They do have explanations for each character as to why they aren't. And I appreciate that. I really do.
Believe I owe you a hat.
Oh, Jamie. That was cute.
Captain.
General Fraser
Captain?
was made captain out of the first battle. Should have been done then, but... well,
General Burgoyne signed the order this evening.
Yeah!
The general had at one time expressed that, should he die abroad, that he wished to be taken back to Scotland. It is Burgoyne's last stipulation.
Oh.
You will be transported with your wife on one of His Majesty's ships.
Sorry. Sorry.
Have I your agreement,
Yes.
Colonel Fraser?
Yes. Please.
Scotland.
Aye.
Oh, Ian is going with them.
Want to ask of you as well.
Will you look after Rollo?
Will you watch over Rollo for me?
Because it means that you will return.
Oh, I can hear it. But be careful. Brianna, don't get too close if you're not going. Fiona is going to have to be a babysitter a lot while Bree's at work. Well, it looks like it worked. Oh no.
Your friend must love you very much to entrust you with his dog.
No, no. He warned her there was danger, but not specifically from whom. Oh! Looks like a nice little sixth ray.
I'd sell my soul to be on dry land.
Oh, right. Poor Jamie. Chewie, we're home. I think this was a really good place to put a mid-season break in. Just having arrived in Scotland. Just having left for the past again. I'm feeling a little bit better about Jem, knowing that this is about the gold and he has to be kept alive. But it's still scary because they're going to be there on their own. I mean, there are still friends at Fraser's Ridge, which actually will be nice to see, but his family's not there. That'll definitely be an interesting storyline. I'm hoping we also get at least a little glimpse into what Brianna is going through, trying to go to work and pretend nothing's wrong. Roger just went on a trip. When in reality, her whole world has like shattered and her son is missing. This was a really well done episode. I think it's my favorite of the season. Overall, just some great character beat moments, discussions. Benedict Arnold was really intriguing. And of course, the battle scene was actually pretty well done for Outlander. Usually they kind of fail at all the battles, but this time it's pretty good. We got a tall ship. I mean, there's nothing else I can think of I would have wanted in this episode that wasn't there. So definitely 2 thumbs up from me. Great way to kind of end the season, even though it's not really.